Hi, I'm really happy to see you here. And I think I'd like to start off by saying, regardless of where you go, whether you decide to go to France or Italy or the Czech Republic or Israel or Detroit, the experience of studying abroad, studying away, is an experience that is like no other. It's really life-changing. So I would urge you to, at some point in your college career, try to make that happen for yourself. I've been doing the France program for 4 years now. I teach in journalism here, and my colleague Rachel Owens in the VA is doing the art elective. The program is 8 credits of tuition, and for 4 weeks, and we're located in Antibes, which is a small town in the south of France between Nice and Cannes. You've probably heard of the Cannes Film Festival. You take your choice of art or journalism, and it's open to all majors. And you are also placed, according to your level, in a French class. And you take French classes in an international school where there will be students from all around the world. And very often students make friendships with those students and keep in touch for years to come. We also take trips. We go to Nice. We visit the Contemporary Art Museum. You'll see some photos of that in a bit. We take hikes. We visit many little towns along the French Riviera. Some students have, on their own, taken a train to Italy, which is possible. It's just an hour away. Students live with host families, so it's a real immersive experience. The families don't speak English, so it really forces you between the class you're taking in French and living with the host family to really practice your language skills, which can be intimidating, but also really broadening. And these French families also cook really beautiful meals. And a croissant is like no other in France, and 90 euros is about $1.10. Just a view of the Provençal market, 7 days a week, and you have never seen more beautiful red strawberries or tomatoes, and so the meals are just extraordinary there. So this is a picture of a hike that we take right at the edge of the Mediterranean. It's about a 3-mile hike. It's a great way to get a sense of what it's like, what the rugged countryside is like. At the end of the program, students in both art and journalism elective put on an exhibition at the international school. And I think the most important thing to have as a quality is an ability to laugh at yourself, to not take yourself so seriously, to be willing to make mistakes, to try again, to stretch yourself, to have curiosity. That's the best bet for getting the most out of these kinds of experiences. In the journalism elective, we in the past have had interviews with the local mayor, with local journalists. Students have visited artists, gone into their studios, seen artists at work, and then written stories about it. And of course, if you are an art student taking an art elective, you're going to be producing your own art. All of us take excursions to go to galleries and museums. This is where Pablo Picasso and Matisse worked side by side. And there's the Mediterranean, which many students will bookend their days with a swim in the beautiful Mediterranean Sea. I thought it'd be great just to hear from students themselves who have taken this. Jackson was on this program a few years ago. He says the opportunity to immerse himself was like no other. He's now a working journalist in New York and has used clips that he got from the France program. This is a photo of Jackson. It looks like a Photoshop, but that actually is the French Alps behind him. Another student who went on the program talks about being nervous and anxious, but that soon Antibes felt like a second home to her. And she spoke no French whatsoever before going, but this is Angel, managed to buy herself this lovely little ring, which she says she wears to this day. And she conducted interviews in French. And Angel is leaving us with these words of advice. You're going to be uncomfortable. You might not know anyone going in, or you might not know any French. It's okay, lots of students my year had little to no French. And you're certainly not going to know how to get around right away. Embrace it. Being uncomfortable allows us to learn and grow. Don't miss this amazing opportunity because you're worried about something as small as not knowing how to order lunch. You'll learn. You'll mispronounce something, someone will correct you, and then you'll say it right tomorrow. That's what you're there for, to learn something new. Whether it's to learn about the language, the culture, or just about how far you can make it in a foreign country. If you're thinking about going on this trip, do it. Yes, it's expensive, but the holidays are coming up. Ask your family to donate to a trip fund instead of the usual gifts. Take that extra shift at work, look into grants and scholarships, find a way to make this trip happen, because I promise you won't regret it. And I'll be sitting over there at the end, so happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much. I think who's next? Thank you.